What up, guys? Alchemy saying something nice for you. What if I told you that there's a build that allows you to do ignitions all day, insane grenade damage, allows you to do the grapple melee one-hit punch, allows you to get volatile rounds, allow you to do unraveling. It's great for freaking mythic content. What if I told y'all I have something like that right here in front of you guys that is extremely fun and allows you to not have to use the Emos Light combo with Signorectal. Come check it out. Come check it out. Okay. So first off, the exotic class item you want, I'm sorry if you don't got it, but this is what you want. Verity and Caliban. Verity is gonna buff up our grenade damage. And I mean every grenade damage. It's gonna buff up our gunpowder gamble damage, and it's gonna buff up the grapple grenade damage. Okay, allowing you to do the one-shot melee still in this build without having to go too insane with it, OD with it like in the other build I made, right? And then Caliban make it that all our melee kills do ignitions. So our grapple melee gonna be doing ignitions, and if we kill any weak enemies with our threaded spike, every enemy there gonna blow with ignitions as well. Okay. Now, let's get into the weapons. We're using Mint Retrograde as our main weapon in this build. This is the main thing you want, nothing else to be honest. This is the only weapon you have to have, okay? I recommend the God Roll. This is my God Roll personally. Beacon rounds and One for All. Beacon round allowing me to just shoot the rockets in that general area. Since it's not hit scan, this allows the rockets to track to confirm them kills easy. And then One for All, so when I hit multiple enemies with it, it buffs up the damage of this weapon, making it do even more insane damage than it already does. And then we got on abundant ammo in it, so we got bumped up its ammo generation stat, so that we have more special ammo dropping for us to make sure we always have special ammo for this weapon. Okay, your energy weapon can be whatever you want. I chose Graviton Lance because I love the weapon. I wanted to have more kabloomies in this build, and it's a feature weapon this season. It does a lot of damage in Mythic as well as a primary weapon, so highly recommend Graviton Lance. I don't know why a lot of people are not talking about it, but Graviton Lance is still an amazing weapon in this season. Took it in Mythic, kill red names quick. It's a good weapon, okay? You can also run double special if you want to. If you want to run Choir 1, you also can run double ruin if that's your cup of tea. But I went with Graviton Lance, and you also go with another legendary weapon as well if you want to. And then your heavy can be whatever you want as well. If you're rocking 2 legendaries, they can be an exotic like Microcosm or Fanatics Augur. All up to you. The main thing you need is Mint Retrograde, and you can farm Pinnacle Ops Portal to get this weapon to drop for you in case you're wondering where to get it from. Now, subclass. Subclass, your super can be whatever you want. I chose Silk Strike simply because of the artifact perk. Tightly woven give me plus 20 grenade stat, so I can have 200 grenade stat in this build. That's the only reason I got Silk Strike on with Faust to the Purpose, even woven mail. But if you got 200 grenade stat, you do not need Silk Strike. You can go whatever route you want to take. You can go with Tether to get a Void Overshield with Faust to the Purpose. You can go with Silence Wall, so you get some Frost Armor. You can use some of the Frost Armor stuff in the artifact. You can go Golden Gun for Restoration. It's up to you, okay? Strictly up to you. Now, Gamblers die, so we get our melee back whenever we use our class ability. Threaded Spike not only give us a lot of Dark Transcendence energy from bouncing off of enemies, severing enemies to put a Darkness debuff on them, which is for the Cauterize Darkness perk inside the artifact that we're going to be utilizing. But also too, it just does good damage, and if you kill multiple enemies with it, we just got a lot of ignitions going off in the room from killing multiple enemies with the Threaded Spike. And if we grab it, we get our melee back very quick. Just a very strong melee in general, right, in this build. If you wanted to use any other melee in this build, you can use the Withering Blade Shurikens. You get 2 of them, so you can slow enemies, utilize that dark debuff, but also, again, you get 2 of them, bounce off enemies, freeze enemies, ignitions if you kill them, etc. Or you can go combination below if you just want to make sure, if you want to buff up your grapple melee in this build. If you want to still have that one-shot melee in this build, then by all means, you can put on combination below. Enemies will die from ignitions, from you punching them, and you'll be buffing up your grapple melee. By all means, you can do that. We got Gunpowder Gamble in this build. Defeat target with abilities, elemental debuffs, damage, or solo weapons to charge up the improvised solar explosive. It says that, but in actuality, you don't need that. Any kill gives you 1 stack of Gunpowder Gamble. So this enemy, no debuff on him at all, right? No debuff on this enemy at all. But if I kill him, I got Gunpowder Gamble now. If I shoot another person, I'm still getting, wait, it's a cooldown. Wait a minute, it's a cooldown, it's a cooldown. If I kill more enemies, I get a stack. So it do not have to be a debuff, okay? If you're wondering, with Spirit of Verity, it says you only get stacks for grenade matching your super, right? Weapon final blow for a damage type matching your grenade, grants the stacking grenade damage bonus and improves grenade regeneration, right? You're probably wondering, okay, do this buff up Gunpowder Gamble since it's a solar grenade? Yes, it does. I did the damage testing. It does. So you can run Grapple Grenade with a strand weapon, get the stacks for Verity, and we throw Gunpowder Gamble. While you have Death Throws on you, it will buff up the damage of the Gunpowder Gamble. So don't worry, you're good to rock whatever weapon you want to match your grenade and still make Gunpowder Gamble get that damage buff. I chose Grapple Melee because come on now, we're in the meta where Grapple Melee just do a lot of damage with the grenade stat. With Verity stacked on, just too good. Again, you can definitely go Combination Blow if you want to, but I wanted to sever the enemies to put a dark debuff on them so that my grenades do more damage. That's what this build is for. If I want to do the one-shot melee build with Combination Blow, I'll use my other build. This is for grenade explosions. Your second aspect, I'm not gonna lie to you, this is up to you. I chose Ascension to stay amplified and make the enemy side less accuracy on me, get that damage reduction 15%. So I just put this on, and then also joke targets. So I put this on to get me light transcendence and all that type of stuff. But it's free real estate. It's up to you on this one. You can go with Status Executioner since you will be killing a lot of debuff targets. So if you want to go invisible for survivability, you can go this route. Especially if you're trying to mix the Combination Blow in this build as well, you can definitely go with the Status Executioner, make the Grapple Melee do more damage whenever you go invisible. You can go that route. I can also see someone going with Threaded Spectre, just want some clones out there. Up to you. I just went with Ascension because I just love Ascension, right? Your fragments. Faster to ruin. We need the initiative to be bigger, right? Come on now. It's faster to ruin. Faster to protect for damage reduction. Faster to purpose. So when we pick up an orb, we get Woven Mail for tightly woven an artifact. But whatever you're rocking, that as well. You know, Void Overshield, something like that. Faster to mending. We're killing people with grenade melee. Grapple melee and our Gunpowder Gamble grenade, so we might as well get cure every time we kill enemies with this, get our health back. And then we're rocking Faster to Bravery. If you get a grapple melee kill, not only do it trigger the grenade portion of this perk, but also the melee portion of this perk. So whenever we get a grenade kill with Gunpowder Gamble or grapple melee, we get volatile rounds. And if we get a melee kill with grapple melee or Threaded Spike, we get unraveling rounds. Unraveling rounds is for our Mint Retrograde, so we can spread unraveling in the room so that all the enemies have a dark debuff on them, so that our grenade, Gunpowder Gamble do more damage to them because they got a darkness debuff on them. And then we got volatile rounds for our Graviton, so that it do more damage with volatile rounds. So we got Graviton Lance, getting buff from that, and Mint Retrograde. In the artifact, you want to make sure you have on Woven, tightly woven. If you're doing the same strat as me, to get that plus 20 in grenade stat and class ability stat as well. We're rocking Elemental Benevolent so that I get some class ability energy back if I ever give a buff to my teammates with Amplified and all the type of stuff Ascension. We're rocking Refresh Threads. I got a Strand Super on, so whenever I make a tangle and throw it, whatever or whatnot, I get some ability recharge on the least ability I have at that moment, right? We got our Elemental Coalescence in case I don't have a darkness debuff on the enemies or anything like that. I can still create a tangle for grappling melee and stuff without me having to have a dark debuff on them to make that tangle. We got Cauterize Darkness, like I said earlier. So any enemy that's affected by a strand debuff, which we're going to be trying to do with Sever if our Threaded Spike, or unraveling rounds in our gun, or unraveling if our grapple melee, they will have a strand debuff on them, making it that our Gunpowder Gamble grenade do a lot more damage, 30% more damage, okay? And then if you want to throw on a solar weapon in your energy slot like Devil's Ruin, or you want to throw on Polaris Lance, or you want to throw on Heavy that's solar, like Fanatics Augur, it will get buffed from this as well. We got Threaded Blast on. We rocking Mint Retrograde so we can shoot the tangles and do a big, Threaded Blast explosion. We got Shield Crush on, since we will be rocking Woven Mail, Frost Armor, or Void Overshield, depending on what super you chose. You will get that melee recharge and melee damage increase. And then also too, we're rocking Amplified with Ascension so that we can have faster grenade uptime and grenade damage. And then the last thing, of course, we got Tangle Web. So now we do make these tangles. We're gonna be doing a lot with unraveling around, you know, strand debuffs, targets getting killed. Whenever it make a tangle, it'll do a suspend explosion in that area, and then people will get suspended in the air. Stats, like I said, 180 on purpose if you're gonna do the strand route with the weapon mail. If not, 200 grenade. Other than that, everything else in the build is up to you. 70 class ability and 70 melee, so that whenever you use your class ability, you get your melee back, and then, you know, use your melee, you get your, well, we ain't doing a combination below, so you just need 70 melee, so when you use your class ability, you get your melee back. But I like having 70 class ability, so my class ability do come back at a decent time. And then weapon stat, just to get that extra damage. I got 70 on weapon stat to get that extra 10%. I'm missing out on 5%, but it gets the job done. Health stat, you don't need nothing in it. I'm gonna be honest, health stat is the most relevant stat in this game right now. You don't need it. Unless you're on PvP, you do not need a health stat at all. All the other stats are more important. Okay. Mods. Rocking 2 special ammo finders so that we get more contributions to the special ammo meter whenever we get killed. So we have a less likely chance of missing out on ammo for our mint retrograde. Rocking strand siphons if we will be getting a lot of mint retrograde kills. We got firepower on, so if we're gonna be getting grenade kills, I would make an orb from it. I want to have 3 on, but then I was like, I want more uptime on my other abilities, so I end up putting on bowstring detonation and impact induction. But you can definitely go 3 firepower mods in your arm piece and get orbs created non-stop from grenade kills. We got our chest piece resist mods, but we also got 1 strand ammo generation mod on, so that increased the ammo generation stat on our mint retrograde by 20. So right now our mint retrograde stat is actually sitting at 54 instead of 34 right now. So yeah, make that special ammo bar go up quicker. And then our lead piece, we got on innervation to get grenade energy back for our grenade, grapple melee quicker when they pick up an orb. We got a void weapon surge on and a strand weapon surge on. You can put on better already instead if you want to, if you need some more survivability. And then our class item, we got Reaper on, so whenever we do ascension, get a kill, make an orb. Powerful attraction, pick the orbs up without been thinking about it. And then we got bomber on, so whenever we pop our ascension, we get grenade energy back for that grapple melee. That is the full build. I don't really have an armor set I can recommend here. Do I? No, I really don't have an armor set I can recommend here. Cause nothing, yeah, there's nothing really here for it. Only thing I can probably recommend is the Lad Discipline armor set to help you keep special ammo for your mint retrograde more often. But other than that, yeah, I would say 200 grenade and above 100 weapon stat if you need more ammo for mint retrograde to drop. Other than that, that's the build. This is Mythic qualified. You can 100% take this in Mythic and do some damage. Graviton Lance do a lot of damage to enemies and red names in there as a primary weapon. Mint retrograde just does a lot of damage in general. You can kill most enemies in any activity, Mythic difficulty and all. Your heavy can be whatever you want. And the explosions and grapple melee and stuff do a lot of damage to enemies in general with Verity and stuff. So yeah, this is Mythic qualified, and it takes you away from just spamming abilities all day a little bit to enjoy the game. Hope you guys enjoy this build. Love you guys. Appreciate you guys as always, man. And don't worry, I got y'all covered from other builds. I do have a young Umkar build coming. I do have a Gifted Conviction build coming. I do have a Speed Slacks. Okay, I believe that's what the name of the exotic. No one ever uses it. Exotics, we don't use this exotic at all. Hunters, we do not use this at all. But I do have. I say I want to make a build for every one of these. This one counts for Caliban hand. I don't want to do a neutral game of a neutral solar build for Caliban and not be good. So this is my Caliban build. I ain't gonna lie to you guys. Speed loader slacks. I have a build idea I want to do for this. Give it a little bit of time. Got to test it in the lab, make sure it works. But yeah, it won't be nothing crazy, but it'll be fun. It ain't gonna be nothing crazy, but it'll be fun. Same thing for the other ones I'm working on too, like Star Eater scales and Blight Ranger. Okay, I tried to do a build for this one right here, but it ain't leading. It don't do a lot of damage. It's PvP. It's PvP. Okay, and then Renewal Grass, I got one coming for that as well. But anyway, love you guys. Appreciate you guys always. Until next time, stay up. Look forward to the next build. And I just DC. Bunny been having a lot of server issues. Don't know why, but I'll make it short on that. I'll make it short on that.